So as you guys know from yesterday's video, I went to see Coco, which is the new Disney Pixar movie. That movie's something else. Please just go and see it. Please go and see it. I can't stop thinking about it. And I need to see it again, but I'm scared to see it again because of what I went through the first time I saw it. Go and see Coco. It's out this Friday in cinemas in the UK. Please go and see it. For me. Do it for me, please. Do it for yourselves. Just go and see it. Then yesterday I was in rehearsals for my concert, going through orchestrations and arrangements and figuring out what works and what doesn't and which songs we're gonna sing. It was really fun. It was really cool to suddenly get a glimpse of what this concert's gonna be like. I'll put the link to tickets below if you would like to come and see me sing a bunch of songs in a big hall. I posted a picture the other day on Instagram of a poster I saw on the Underground in the London Tube. The poster was for a gym. It showed a woman lifting weights, presumably her hands were out of shot, but she's lifting weights. She looks like she's in a lot of pain, and the caption over the top of it says, "Punish yourself, buff." Sometimes I see things that annoy me, and then after a little bit of time and upon reflection, I kind of realised that they weren't as bad as I thought they were when I first saw them. But this felt different. The more time that I took to think about it, the more I realised I was still really annoyed by it and kind of affected by it. And I realised it was nothing more than the words they'd used on the advert. Because, you know, the picture, when looked at on its own, could be hugely empowering. It's a woman looking strong and fierce and badass, which is amazing. I'm here for that. I'm all for that. And I know it sounds petty, but it's the use of the word punish that I just can't get on board with. The definition of the word punish or punishment is a penalty inflicted as retribution for an offence. So it's this idea that you have to cause an offence in order to be punished. So what does this advert say? What have you done in order to have to punish yourself, buff? And the more I thought about it, the more my own insecurities came into play, because, you know, I'm not a small girl. Since the age of 14, I've always been quite buxom, as they would say. I've always been round, I've always been curvy, I've always been a bit chubby. But I've always been of the mindset, as you will have seen from past videos, as long as I'm happy and healthy, all is good with the world. But I still have insecurities about my size because my appearance, you know, plays a lot in the industry that I'm in. I get judged on how I look every time I walk into an audition as much as I get judged on my talent. And so I do have a few insecurities about the way that I look, and this advert really played on them. It made me feel like being slightly bigger than those around me or not working out as much as I should is a punishable offence, and I don't like that. I'm all for being fit and healthy and getting stronger. Last year I had a very unhealthy 2017, and so I've decided it's kind of a New Year's resolution that in 2018 I'm gonna make a point to use the gym that is just downstairs in my building. I bought some new gym gear and I'm gonna start working out and exercising more regularly, but not because I feel like I have to punish myself or because I've caused some offence to the world around me by eating unhealthily, and therefore I need to punish myself in the gym for that. The reason I'm going to the gym is because I care about my body and I love my body and I want to nurture my body and get stronger. This idea that you have to punish your body sets up a really negative relationship between your mind and your body, which could have lasting effects on people. And I hate that. I hate this idea that because you've been eating unhealthily or because you haven't been working out as much as you should have, or you've put on a little bit of weight, that you need to punish yourself in the gym in order to rectify that mistake. Now, when I posted this picture on Instagram, a lot of people said that the advert was targeted to people who work out or weightlifters or the people who attend Gymbox, which is the gym that this advert belonged to. Now, I understand advertising. I'm a YouTuber. Every now and again I get approached by a company to advertise on their behalf. I understand that adverts are sometimes geared towards certain audiences and target a certain group of people. I get that. But when those adverts are plastered across the tube and are up publicly for thousands of people to walk past every single day, I feel like we need to be a bit more careful about what that advert says, despite the fact that it might be geared towards a certain portion of your audience, because it's advertising. The idea of advertising, the point of advertising, is so that you get more business, which means you'll need people from outside of your target audience to join your target audience. And I don't agree with making people feel bad about themselves or making them feel like they have caused an offence and therefore need to punish themselves in order for your advertising to work and in order for people to come to your gym. Now, if you are someone who gets motivation or feels empowered by the use of the word punish or punishing yourself in the gym, great, go for it. You do you. You're not stood on a street corner on a soapbox shouting it to everyone. You're using it for your own personal motivation, which is fine. If that works for you, go for it. I don't personally like it, so I'm not going to use it, but you do you. Great. But this is a company who is brandishing this idea to a lot of people, and I don't like this idea that it could make people feel terrible about themselves in order to use a service. I don't think that's a good way to advertise. I think that's quite unhealthy and quite damaging. I was in two minds about posting a video about this and talking about this on YouTube to a wider audience, but I made the news this morning with my Instagram post. The Mirror online reported actress slams gym's advert which says people need to punish themselves to get fit. Upon reading this article and the conversation sort of being stirred up again, I just felt like I had a little bit more to say and a bit more to elaborate than what I could say on Instagram. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Let me know how you feel about it. But I'm going to end this video by reading to you the caption that went along with the picture that I posted the other day, and I'm going to link to a bunch of body positivity people, because I feel like we need more positivity around the way that we treat our bodies and our relationships with our bodies, because I don't like that there's adverts like this that kind of cloud that. Going to the gym and working out and exercising should be about loving our bodies and making them stronger and healthier, not punishing ourselves. I don't agree with that. And so I'm going to link to a bunch of people below this video who are really good at making you feel good about your bodies and what they are and what they could be if you loved them. So please go and check them out. I've been going to the gym recently. I had a very unhealthy 2017 in which I drank more alcohol in the space of 6 months than I have ever drunk in my entire life. I ate all the good food the UK had to offer, and I did 0 exercise to balance it all out. Basically, Addams Family was the university experience I never had as a young adult. So now I'm making up for it and exercising properly to balance out the vanilla lattes I drink and the goo pots I eat. But I am going to the gym because I love my body, and the more I love it, the more it'll love me back. And so, because my reason for going to the gym is because I heart my body, I need to talk about this poster that I saw the other day because it's made me quite angry and uncomfortable. I'm not a small girl. I haven't been since the age of 14. I've always been buxom, but no matter what size or shape I am, I should never be made to feel like I have to punish myself into being something different. Being bigger or less buff than those around me isn't a punishable offence. It's not an offence, full stop. Exercising regularly should be something you do because you love your body and you want to care for and nurture it. It should be about self-care, not punishment. I do have moments when I look at my body and don't feel satisfied by its appearance, but I have to remind myself that I am not just my body. I am not just my appearance, and anyone who judges other people purely based on how they look isn't worth your time or your tears. I am not just my body. I am my brain, my voice, my talent. I am my kindness, my creativity, my big heart. I am my passion, my courage, and my determination. I am not just my body. And so my worries are often short-lived because I know that I am long loved by those I choose to keep close who love all of me, but most importantly, I am loved by me.